Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of the indicator store of the series Do It Yourself. And today we are going to cover a series of videos related to cryptocurrencies. For those who follow me, you know that I usually use NinjaTrader, but we cannot trade cryptos. So today we are going to review a broker where we can trade cryptos in manual and also automated ways. With this broker, with BingX, we have two different types of instruments. We have the perpetual futures and the standard futures. The difference, let's see, for example, Bitcoin versus USDT on the two versions. For the case of the futures, we can see that we have the leverage here visible, and let's say that we have a small account, so we want to know which is the minimum that we can trade and which is the impact of a trade in the account. Currently it is Sunday, so don't expect the market to move too much, but the idea is to see when the market moves how much is the impact on the trade account. You can see that this is a very small account, only $100, and with a leverage of 10 times and using the minimum trade size, you can see that the minimum is $2. Okay, so with the minimum trade size and a leverage of 10 times, let's say that this is an example trade. Let's say that we go long. We can see that now we have a position visible on the chart. Everything that we see here is also visible on TradingView if you connect the broker account. And we can create a different video to explain how to connect. But you can see, we can see the position, long position, the same that we started on the broker. And I don't see any way to add a target or stop unless we place them at the beginning. No, but if you already place the target and if you already place the trade and you don't have a target and stop, you can go to TradingView where you can see there are options for adding the target and the stops. So let's add a target more or less at below the last pivot high and a stop below this low pivot. And this should be replicated on the broker. Sometimes it takes a few seconds, or maybe we need to refresh the browser. And there you have it. Now that the position is visible and also the target and stops, we can move the orders on this interface. Even we can place one TradingView and the trader from the broker, and you can see that when we move orders on one place, it is updated on the other as it should correctly, no? So if I move the target slightly below the last pivot, this is also updated on the broker chart. And the same if I move an order on the broker. Now we can see it is also moved on TradingView. Sometimes the browser from the broker needs to be refreshed. But let's close this position because the market is almost not moving. And the idea is to understand which is the impact of a trade size. This is the minimum leverage and also the minimum trade size. And you can see the volume, the total volume is 20 because we are using 10 times for a $2 position. So it is 20. And how much is a target or a stop with that size, which is the possible loss that we can get. Later, when the market is moving just a little more, I am going to record a different video to show this with more detail. But we should multiply by 10 the value of the contract. But more about that later. On TradingView, it is simpler because you can see here the profit in percentage and also in ticks. You know that 17 ticks, you need to divide this by 10,000. So it is less than 1 cent. Multiply that by 10 because the 10 is the leverage. Then it is 1.7 cents for the target. No? Here it is more difficult to see the profit in dollars. So let me close this position and switch to the other type of instrument, which is the one I prefer, the perpetual. You can see that the position is also closed on TradingView. What we are looking here are signals from this indicator, automated by strategy, and then sent via an alert to the broker, to BingX, with a webhook that we can configure here on signal trading. I am going to create later a video explaining how you can create all those webhooks. So you can trade different strategies on different instruments, all from TradingView, and replicating those trades on the broker. So this is the future. But then we have the other type of contract, the perpetual, this one. Let's take a look. The chart is slightly different. It looks like newer. We can see that the positions, the last trades are shown. I could not find a way to do the same on futures. We can see that we have a live and also a sim mode here. Currently we are on live. On sim. And here the leverage. The leverage is different. We can set the longs and short with different values. And how much is the minimum trade size? We can do a test, and here you can see the minimum is 9.78, and this is a fraction of the current value. So we need to place more or less $10, which is higher than the minimum. And I don't know, let's say that we are going to bounce on a possible double bottom, no? So I click on long, and now we can see that here it is similar to what we get on TradingView, because by the way, the chart used by the platform is TradingView. We can see that on both cases the logo from TradingView is visible, but the format of the trades are different. What futures are showing and what perpetual contracts are showing. But on perpetual contracts, we can see that we can place a target and a stop from this interface, the same way as we do on TradingView. And also we can see which is the possible target and the possible stop. So more or even with a real account, we can do our test with live, because you can see we are only risking less than 1 cent. So the ideal would be test the setup with live with a small trade size and a small leverage, and then when you see that everything is working, increase the leverage and also the trade size accordingly. Currently, this trade size is almost to be invisible because it is less than 1 cent on the net result. We need to wait and see what happens. I am going to pause the recording and increase the speed because it is going to be boring to wait for the finish of this trade, okay? By the way, I'm going to place the stop closer to the price action. I think the broker is improving the features from TradingView, so we will be able to change the account because currently we can choose one account, or futures or perpetual contracts. But you always can trade any of them from the alerts. But this is something that I am going to cover on a different video. Okay, after several 5-minute bars, we can see the trade is finished. Let's take a look. Take into account that we are using the minimum trade size, the minimum leverage, not the minimum, but almost the minimum. We can see that the impact is almost insignificant. If you look at the released P&L, the number in green, you can see it is almost 1 cent, okay? So including commission, so it is almost insignificant. So you can do all your tests with a real live account, and then when everything is working, switch, increase the trade size. This is the Steam account. So, but anyway, we can choose the live account also. Hope this video has been useful. On the following videos, I am going to explain all the process from defining a trade setup, using an indicator, configuring the signals with the parameters, and then automating those signals from TradingView to the broker. Any question or comment you can post on the chat room that we have on Discord. The access is free and the instructions are on the description of this video. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.